What is up, guys, and welcome back into a brand new Rams house video. And today I will be telling you guys why I believe the LA Rams will be the best team in the 2022 NFL season and have the best chance at winning that Super Bowl and bringing the Lombardi trophy home to LA once again. But before I get in the video, I want to address the elephant in the room. If you are not a Rams fan and you're just coming in here, you're like, oh, he's biased. I mean, look at all the stuff behind him. He's a huge fan of the Rams. Of course he'd say that they're the best team going into 2022. But no, I strictly believe this. I've got some great reasons for you guys. But that does not mean I'm not open to hearing your opinions. If you guys disagree with me, if you think another team is a better team than the Rams, definitely let me know down below and give me your reasons. I want to have a conversation with you guys and see what you guys think. One more thing I want to address before we start the video is I will be giving away this Rams house decal, and all you got to do to win it is just tell me why you're a Rams fan, like what made you a Rams fan, and why you're still cheering for them today. That's all you got to do, and this is a free giveaway. I'll be announcing the winner in about 1 to 2 weeks, so I'll give you guys enough time to be able to enter. Without further ado though, let's get in the video. Okay, so the first reason why I believe the LA Rams will be the best team in 2022 is simply Sean McVay. I mean, I think we can all agree that since he has stepped into this Rams building in 2017, he's completely changed the way that teams and players and fans view the LA Rams, not only from a culture standpoint, but also just looking at them from like a record standpoint and the accomplishment standpoint. I mean, he's already been to 2 Super Bowls, he won one of them, he's had multiple division titles, and never has had a losing season, only missed the playoffs once. This guy is not only good on paper as far as the amount of wins he's able to get, he's a player's coach, but also when you look at the culture he's built here, I mean, players who've only come here for about a year or so have raved about this culture, or even just players who have been here the whole time, they've raved about the culture that he's been able to create and turn around this Rams team. We're viewed completely differently because of him. He's great at innovating his offenses and his teams. Again, he's a great players coach, so he's able to listen to their opinions on what they think they could do as a team differently. And I'm glad that he is on this Rams team, and I think it is the first reason why we will be the best team in the NFL in 2022. Okay, a big reason why I think we will be the best team in 2022 that doesn't get talked about a lot is Matthew Stafford stepping into his second year. I mean, I think we can all agree if you went back, watched Stafford's first year with the Rams, and you had no idea it was his first time with the Rams, you would think he's been on this team for 9-10 years plus with the type of chemistry he had and how he performed. Of course, there was ups and downs and there was valleys and stuff like that he went through, but still, he won the Super Bowl in his first year with a new team, with a new system, and all of that, with all that pressure on him, not winning a playoff game and not having a chance. He did such a good job, and I can only imagine what that chemistry with Cooper Kupp will be like in year 2 with how good it already was, and seeing the type of playmakers we have on this offense now. I think Stafford heading into year 2, knowing this offense better, having a better handle on this team and how we operate, will only do wonders for the Rams and how they perform. Another reason why I think the LA Rams will be the best team in 2022 is they addressed arguably their biggest weakness on their team, and that's the linebacker position. And how do we address that? Well, only with a Hall of Fame talent like Bobby Wagner. Not only is this move good for the short term, but it is great for the long term for a guy like Ernest Jones, who played really well in his rookie year, but he's only going to be better being around a guy like Bobby Wagner, who's seen everything and who has been a Hall of Fame talent. I think he's really going to elevate this defense. Teams like the 49ers love to exploit this weakness at linebacker every single year, and they did a great job at it. But now Wagner's going to come in here, he's going to elevate our defense, going to be another veteran to the team. I think this is a huge reason why we'll be the best team in 2022. On a similar theme, another reason why I think we'll be great in 2022 is just the veterans we got on the team. Now, we aren't a retirement home like another team, but we are a team that has some great veterans in place who have great leadership skills. I mean, I'm talking about guys like Aaron Donald, I'm talking about guys like Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, now Bobby Wagner, Jalen Hurts. I mean, there's guys all across the board on this team who are veterans, who have seen it all in the league, some who have Super Bowl experience on this team, and I think that is huge for guys who are young or rookies, and that's huge for the way that we build teams here in Los Angeles, and that's with trading our first round picks, so we have to hit on those later round picks. Hope they develop well. These veterans do a great job in developing them, not only from a standpoint of skills, but also from trying to make them better leaders. So I think having veterans across the board, just a huge upside factor for the Rams heading into 2022. Another reason why I think the LA Rams will be the best team in 2022 is the Super Bowl experience that they just had. I mean, they've already been to 2 Super Bowls, but this team most recently obviously just went to 1 in the 2021 NFL season. I think that Super Bowl experience is key, not only to help getting back there, but also knowing what it takes to be able to get there and win one, and passing that along to guys who maybe haven't been there, or feeding the hunger to guys who haven't been there. And so I think the Super Bowl experience is huge, not only from a coach's standpoint, but also from a player's standpoint, and I think that's going to play big for us. Another reason why I think the LA Rams will be better in 2022 is the front office. And honestly, this front office is probably the best in the NFL. And I know I'm saying a lot of big takes about the Rams in this video, and it may be getting some other NFL fans mad, but honestly, this front office, they see a need on this team, even one that's tiny, and they go after it and make these big trades or make these signings, and they end up working out, even if it's just underrated players. This front office knows what it's doing. It knows when to pay its players and who to pay the players. They know what types of players they need to pay who are playmakers on this team, as opposed to some other teams who may wait too long to do that or let their players go thinking that they'll be better without them. So this front office is a class act, and I think it will be another reason why we're the best team in 2022. Another underrated reason why I believe the Rams will be the best team in 2022 is that medical staff and the conditioning staff that we have on this team. This team is top notch when it comes to strength and conditioning, and led by Reggie Scott. And we're seeing players like Cam Akers coming back from an Achilles injury before the season's even over. We're seeing players who are able to recover faster, and this team never gets hurt. Like, there's going to be players here and there maybe, but the Rams are most of the times very, very healthy. And that is because their strength and conditioning that they have with Reggie Scott leading the way in that group. And so yeah, strength and conditioning plays a huge role as far as keeping players healthy, keeping them fresh throughout an entire season. Rams are great at doing that, and I think that's another reason why we will be great in 2022. Another reason why I think the Rams will be the best team in the NFL in 2022 is Raheem Morris's second year. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of fans, including me, calling Raheem Morris out, wanting him to be fired throughout the season. He did not have a great, at least first half of the season. I'd argue a little bit into the second half, but he really turned it on in the playoffs and second half of the season, and really made some great adjustments to fit the way our defense plays. I think the second year for him will really help, and it will help our defense a lot too. We are used to seeing defensive coordinators come in for a year and then leave, like Brandon Staley, but we get more continuity in that room with our defensive coordinator staying here, and we'll be able to run that system a little bit better, and he'll be able to know what to adjust to a little bit better heading into this year. My last reason why the Rams will be the best in 2022 is their diversified offense this year. I think Sean McVay learned a lot about what it's like bringing in Stafford. You know, you can see the big things he can do, you can see the rocket arm and the big play capability he has, but that doesn't mean you just need to be a drop back team like every single down. We saw how that affected it. It's in that losing streak where we didn't have a win in November. That just looked really ugly. McVay's really adjusted to that, and we even brought in a diversified playmaker in Allen Robinson like we haven't seen, who can go up and get it with that jump ball capability. Obviously, we have Cooper Kupp on this team who has amazing chemistry with Matthew Stafford, had the best wide receiver season ever, in my opinion, from last year. And Van Jefferson, who's ascending. We'll see if they end up re-signing OBJ, but he would come back in the playoffs anyway, so we wouldn't see him until the end of the season, if anything. But this offense, I think, is continuing to get better, not only from a personnel standpoint, but from Sean McVay changing things up and learning year to year, only getting more experience. I mean, I think that goes a long way. But thank you guys for hanging out with me and talking some Rams. Once again, if you disagree with this take, let me know down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Just one more reminder, I will be giving away this Rams House decal, and all you got to do is tell me why you're a Rams fan and what made you a Rams fan, I should say, and why you're still rooting for them in 2022. That's going to be it for me though, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. Horns up and God bless.